Side Drive toward New North Side Drive.
I don't always know where I'm headed, but I always find a way to keep going. Roll with me.
Peace. Welcome back to my channel. My name's Olivia, and it is officially May, the month of May. Today is May 1st, which means it's 29 days until my birthday. Just thought I'd throw that out there before I get into this video. I had a dream last night that I was at a house party with some friends from high school and college, and we were all there as our current versions of ourselves, like older. We looked different. Some of us had more hair than others, more weight than before. And it was one of those dreams that stood out so much that I had to wake up and really just reflect on how it made me feel, or what message to take from it. And one thing that came to mind was how sometimes we have a tendency to look back at our past and say and see the not so great stuff, right? Or the moments that hurt, or the heartbreak, or the challenges, right? And then we also have moments where we look back and think about the wins and the moments of joy, right? And I know sometimes I catch myself saying, I wish I was more like I was in high school. I wish I was more like I was in college, or I wish I was in that type of shape. I wish I still had that mindset, or whatever, whatever past thoughts or wishes come to mind. And I know that there's a saying that says something like, don't look backwards, you're not going that way. And I wholeheartedly believe that. But I think that something that came to mind, or something that comes to mind, is the fact that whoever you were in the past, whatever happened, good, bad, indifferent, ugly, messy, everything from your past has shaped you into exactly who you are right now, right? So without that past version or versions of yourself, you wouldn't be who you are today, right? And for me, that gives me a sense of internal peace, right? And another thing that brings me a sense of peace and gratitude is the fact that all of the lessons, all of the past stuff, right? All of the past versions of me, they're still within me, right? Let's see, and I want to make sure that makes sense. They're still within me, meaning, yes, I use being an athlete as an example. I think I've used this before. I played volleyball. I played basketball. And I like to tell myself I was excited about boot camp and workouts and going to the gym and that fresh pair of tennis shoes that you couldn't wait to break in, But I can also say that there were times where I didn't look forward to camp. I didn't look forward to playing that team that we knew we were going to lose to, but we had to we had to dig deep and try not to get blown out and embarrassed, right? Like all of that is still within me, right? And I'm grateful for that. And today, instead of looking back and saying, oh, I wish I could still embody those characteristics, I'm choosing to look back and say, okay, yeah, I did play sports. I was an athlete. I was this. I was this type of person. I was this type of friend. You know, I hate how things ended with insert whoever, you know, a friend, a best friend. I miss those. I miss the loyalty. I miss the fun. I miss whatever. You can look back and think about how much you miss certain parts or all of it, whatever. But what if we tried to look back and just say thank you and come from a place of gratitude, not from a place of like longing for it to go back, or using it as a way to judge your current self and say, you know, you're not like you used to be, this, that, and the other. So instead of coming from a place of longing and sadness, or feeling some type of way because you're not who you were, just say thank you, right? Just say thank you and be grateful. Like, you know what? I went through whatever I went through, the heartbreak. I experienced wins, losses, and times that seemed to be easier. I just went through whatever I went through. I became whoever I needed to be at that time. And I'm still here, right? I'm still here. We still here. Today is an opportunity to be exactly who you need to be, who you want to be today. Right now. Right now. Like, no, you may not be able to run and jump and tachikata the hell out of a ball. My volleyball players know what I'm talking about. But you still have the ability to get your butt up, take a walk, right? Create new routines that help you feel like your best self, right? You may never go back to having that ripped body. Let me not say that. You can get back there. You can have that as a goal, right? But these bones ain't the same bones that you had back then, right? But you can take steps to, like I said, be whoever you want to be today, whoever you need to be today, right? Like, I can honestly say, if I look back and think about the times I did perform or write my poetry, I was terrified to get on stage, terrified to get in front of a camera, terrified to say, hey, this is my art. Terrified. There is no way I want to go back to being that version of a creator or artist or poet that I was back then, right? But I'm grateful because this gift, this creator, I've always been a creator. I've always been an artist. I might have been in denial about it. I might have been confused about it. I might have tried to really run away from it. But that doesn't take away from the fact that I'm a creator. Always been. But I get to decide how I show up today as a creator. And you know what? It might look different tomorrow. Based off of how I show up today. But that's none of my business. I am who I am right now. And that's all that matters. Okay? So, I hope that made sense. That's all I have today. Now, I'm not about to go out here and run like I'm preparing for boot camp, but I am going to walk and connect with nature in the way that I love. We have fresh rain, and something about the smell of it just makes my spirit happy. So, as always, if you have any questions, comments, feedback, drop it in the comments below. And if any part of this video resonated with you in any way, feel free to like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Okay? Tell your old friends, your new friends. Until next time,